It's time to jump into the Wayback Machine and go back to the 80s. I am your host, Golden J, and with me, as always, Frankie Vegas.
I think we're alone now.
I saw him standing there. And we are here to take you back to one of the greatest decades ever. So let's begin.
Let's do it.
Frankie, good to see you.
Hey, good to see you.
As you know, we record every couple of weeks. We do a couple episodes, and so I haven't seen Frankie in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah. I think we text occasionally.
Occasionally, yeah.
He texts me about this or that, and I text him about this or that. I can't even think of what we text about. It's just so. It's like, did you find these fucking movies that we were looking for? Yeah. So this is our. If you're just coming onto this show, the last two episodes we're actually recording later tonight.
Yeah.
So this is a 4-night episode for me and Frankie.
Yeah, it's going to be a late night.
That's
all right. It don't bother me. I know because I don't got to get up in the morning so early. But you guys...
Suck it, Frankie. Suck it, Frankie. Yeah, I don't know about anybody else, but I'll manage. It'll be fine. I'll start to just hit the pillow as soon as we get done and try to get as many hours as I can in there. But it'll be fine. What else has been going on?
Not much. I know we were talking about, I was listening to the episode that dropped today, and we were talking about my son switching over to first grade to teach.
Yeah.
Well, that got changed.
Oh, no.
Yeah. They had a teacher that decided to move on, and he is going to now be a fifth grade teacher.
Wait. Josh is going to be a fifth grade teacher?
Yes.
Holy cow, that's a totally different...
Yeah, he's going to a whole new hallway.
I'm taking him out a whole new door.
Yeah. So, he's going to be... And this is more of a... They call it a permanent position.
Oh, really?
So he'll be the fifth grade teacher until he decides he doesn't want to be a fifth grade teacher no more.
All right.
He's nervous about it because he got to start all over as far as, of all the books he got in his classroom and stuff because, can't really take the second grade books into the fifth graders,
It's true.
Because they look at you like, you're kind of a fucking dick.
Bluey went to the doctor. Can't go to the fifth grade.
Yeah, so he got a whole thing.
Bluey says no to weed.
Yeah. No, he got
It's one of my favorites.
He got a thing on his Amazon wish list that people can go on.
Oh, right on.
Help him out.
Man, I watched my mom do it for years as a teacher. She started off she was a junior high art teacher for a lot of years. And, of course, then there's shifts. Somebody leaves, and she ended up being, like, I don't know, I think they killed the art program in junior high and just moved into high school. They moved her over to the high school. But I watched her for years scrimp, save, use her old money to buy supplies and shit like that. And it always amazes me how much the teachers actually have to put in just to make their classrooms run. It's crazy. So best of luck to him. I know that's a lifetime of scrimping, saving, and begging and pleading and, borrowing,
cheap borrowing steal.
At least with hers, a lot of her supplies were like recyclable stuff that she would take in and do stuff like that. So I mean, it made a little bit of difference, but there's still a lot that she bought.
Yeah.
Where she found places that she could go where she could get the shit really cheap too.
Yeah. And art supplies aren't. I mean, I don't know because I was never into art, but. Right. That kind of can be pricey, can't it? Art supplies, yeah.
Absolutely. You think those colored pencils are cheap? Fuck no. Well, good, man. Is he excited, though, that he's going to be jumping up and it's kind of like where he's going to be?
He's nervous, but he's up for the challenge.
Absolutely, he is.
So he's right now, as we speak, he's in the Wisconsin Dells with his friend Hannah and her husband.
Right on.
And you know Hannah and Jacob. You did their wedding.
Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. There was a good wedding too.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that your son might have been a little intoxicated.
Just a little
lot.
Yeah.
He was having a blast. That's all I know. It was a good wedding. It was a fun. It was a really good, fun wedding. So, yeah, Colton was there, and so was Chico. I mean, the whole crew was there. But, so he posted a picture today on Facebook. Did you see this picture?
I haven't. I haven't really been on Facebook
from Six Flags or something like that.
Oh yeah,
you know
yeah. All of my kids posted that picture.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, at some point. I don't know why. I think because they know it pisses my wife off.
Because she's sitting there with this funny look on her face, like she's screaming, holding onto her boobs or something.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I believe that one's the Dark Knight roller coaster at Six Flags. I believe.
Man, I never got I never got into roller coasters. I rode one when I was 5 years old in Colorado with my buddy Craig and Chris and my dad and their dad, and I think once was enough. I did one, and I'm like, okay, I'm good. This wasn't for me, you know.
Yeah.
And my stomach my stomach was left on the top, and my britches were full of shit at the bottom. So I mean, you know.
Yeah. I used to love roller coasters. Now I'm just too damn old. I can't.
Yeah.
It hurts too much.
Yeah. I just listen. So there's certain things that I just don't do anymore, because anxiety of going and doing them is over the top. If we would show up at one time and be like, oh, we're gonna ride a roller coaster, and we're like, okay, let's do this, and let's just get on and get it. Don't let me think about it. Then maybe.
Yeah.
But if you give me time to think about it, the anxiety of all of it just it makes me sick. When Bobby went skydiving for her, I think it was, for her 40th birthday, my sister and her husband paid for her to go skydiving. And they're like, do you want to go? And I'm like, I do, but I don't think I could deal with the anticipation building up to it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was bad enough just for her, my worry for her, but so gigs are the same, it's like going and doing gigs there the last year or so was no fun because I just had anxiety about going and doing them. I had a fucking blast when I got there, and I knew I would. And you get to see all your musician friends and stuff that would come to the bar or were playing with you and all that stuff. But the anxiety the week before is like, I don't want to do this. I just want to stay home. Unfortunately, DJing is starting to become that way too, where I'm like, oh God, I got to go do this. And, you pretty much you waste your whole day.
Yeah.
Either sitting there waiting to leave or, all that shit. It's just stupid. It's just stupid, but it's an anxiety that I'm like, if I don't have to deal with it, I just don't deal with it. But I like that money.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Money makes everything better.
It does.
Sometimes.
It makes the honey makes the pill go down. Sugar makes, what is that old saying?
I can't. I know what you're saying. I don't remember exactly what it was.
Yeah. Makes the medicine. And sugar makes the medicine go down. Wasn't that from Mary Poppins or some stupid shit like that?
Yeah, I believe so. I think you're right. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, you want some 80s news now?
Yeah, let's do it.
Did you know? And I don't have this written down, so I don't have a lot of fucking. I had it. It's in my house studio. I wrote a couple things down, but Dukes of Hazzards. I want to say it wasn't. Was it Cletus? It was Rusty Hurt. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, I believe that was.
let me just type this in here real quick.
Shoot. Yeah, I know who you're talking to. I know where you're going with it, and I'm trying to all of a sudden think of his name.
I want to say it was Cletus.
Cletus, yes, that's right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Rick. I'm sorry, it's not Rusty. It's Rick Hurst.
Rick Hurst.
Yeah, yes. He passed away a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
I mean, no offense to Rick, but I mean, he was kind of a secondary character who came in after Enos, kind of stepped away, but he still was a great character. And he was if I remember correctly, wasn't he Boss Hogg's nephew or some shit like that?
I believe he was. Yeah, I think it was something like that. Yes.
Played Clean. Yeah, it says Cletus, but I'm pretty sure he was a hog. But yeah, he passed away a couple weeks ago, and I saw that come up, and I was like, oh man, that fucking sucks. But you know, I got to looking at him and looking at his name, Hurst. Does that name ring a bell to you?
Rick Hurst.
Just Hurst. The last name. The last name.
Yeah, I mean, I want to think like. I think it's a different spelling though. I think of Patty Hearst and that like rich family, but I can't think anything else. I can't think.
He was in. Did you know he was in Steel Magnolias? In the Line of Fire in 1993. Steel Magnolias in 1989. Of course, Dukes of Hazzard, but in 1979. Rick Hurst is the father of Ryan Hurst.
Oh, okay.
Ryan Hurst, you would know from Sons of Anarchy and several other things that he did. So,
remember the Titans? I believe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, one of his first movies out the gate. There, I think.
That and.
Dude, the guy really super has a fucking laundry list of shit that he's done. Yeah, remember the Titans is one of the first things that comes up, but when it boils down to it, oh come on, give me a better list than that. SWAT. He's done the TV series SWAT. He's got does a lot of video game voiceovers. That's what he's been really working on. Sons of Anarchy. He played Opie Winston. And Rango, he was a voice in that. He was in Medium, CSI Miami. He had this one show that came out after Sons of Anarchy, though.
He was in The Walking Dead for a season or two.
Yep. Well, and then he had a spin-off, too, of another show. What? The Outsiders. Or not it's just called Outsiders, and where he was like hillbilly folk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, he did that. But he had another. I think King and Maxwell, I think, where he was like a secondary character who was like this fucking computer genius, and you'd walk into his dome. He was like a prisoner, but they put him in this room, and he would run all this schematics and stuff like that, and help figure out these crimes and shit like that. But I like that. I think it only made maybe 1 or 2 seasons. Rebecca Romaine was in that show.
Rebecca Romaine.
Yeah, she's hot.
She purty.
She's a pretty girl. Purty. But anyway.
Yeah.
So Rick passed away a couple of weeks ago. I thought that was an interesting little piece of 80s news now.
Yeah. Yeah, that was sad.
I mean, we're getting to that point, though.
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah. We's old.
We is old.
Yeah.
Man, remember the Titans was in 2000. He was in Patch Adams in 98. Beverly Hills 90210 in 1994. Saved by the Bell, the new class in 1993.
No.
Wow. I'm going to have to go back and find. He was only in 2 episodes. I'm going to go back and find those just to watch the fuckers. Loved him in Remember the Titans, though.
Yeah, that's a great. That's a great movie.
We're back to talking about Ryan. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Hey, I do have cause you had done an episode of The Tug. You and Lance talked about grunge.
Yeah, where I talked about not only did I live it and breathe it, but I ate it and shit it out a different color.
Absolutely. And the big thing was talking about, how grunge kind of ended 80s hair metal. Now, see, I don't like to put them into like hair metal, grunge. I don't like to categorize them like that, because I think everything's different. It's like you talk Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden. They were all different. I didn't think they sounded alike enough to where you could put them in, they were all grunge bands. I mean, maybe they were, but, I think Nirvana gets too much credit of ending hair metal because I think it was a transition. Could you think about late 80s, early 90s, you had your Poisons and Warrants and stuff like that. But then there was a kind of like transition period where you had like Ugly Kid Joe, Faith No More.
Okay.
That kind of started that transition. I mean, they weren't grunge, but they weren't hair metal or 80s metal. And I just wondered what your thought was on that. Is it...
Famously.
Yeah.
Famously, grunge killed hair metal. I mean, for decades that's been the thing. It's like, Poison, those guys were going along, and then were big and popular with their albums, and then Nirvana took over. And I think that the idea quote unquote of them killing hair metal was the fact that everybody stopped listening to Poison and started listening to Nirvana.
Okay.
And so, I mean, as far as that goes, I mean, Nirvana and grunge did not kill. It wasn't like, it was like, oh, well, fuck, we're done because here's grunge now, so we're not even going to make any more albums. Bret Michaels is still going on. They're getting ready to fucking tour again.
Yes.
I was watching the other night. There was something, and I think I saved it. If you get bored, go log into our YouTube page.
Okay.
And go under saved, because I think I saved it in there. And it's like an 1.5-hour concert of fucking Poison and the Boys.
Okay.
So you can go watch that, and they're still putting stuff out. And Poison's still, Bret Michaels is still going. Bret Michaels he's turned the curve, and he's like, okay, so Poison no longer is doing this. I'm going to go do fucking reality TV. Mm-hmm. So it never really killed the bands.
Yeah.
It's just nobody listened to them. And to be 100% honest, bands like Warrant, their first couple albums were really good. Dirty Rotten Filthy Stinking Rich, Cherry Pie. And then you get, and I don't know if you like this or not, but you get Dog Eat Dog. What a fucking shit album.
Yeah.
But... And then I think they even put out a couple more after that nobody gave two fucks about, because, for starters, they weren't very good. And secondly, nobody was listening to fucking Warrant anymore. So, they're still out touring, and the majority of that band is still together. Obviously, Janie Lane, passed away years ago. And so on and so forth. There's a new documentary or something out about his last... or something to do with Janie Lane that I saw pop up on Netflix or Hulu or something. But I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. So I get what you're saying. I mean, it wasn't necessarily the end of hair metal, because hair metal did come, flat. I mean, you still had Slaughter, which was that hair metal sound. And so on and so forth. But I had an issue after we finished the episode. I mean, we gave you our top 4, which was Nirvana and Soundgarden and
Pearl Jam,
and I don't even remember what the fourth one was. Mudhoney was one of them. But listen, you listen to those bands, and they are very different. They had a different feel to them. Soundgarden sounded totally different than Nirvana. STP sounded totally different.
Stone Temple Pilots,
and then you lump Bush in there, and I was having a hell of a time with that one. It's like, why is Bush considered grunge? But if you go back and listen to, and comparative, I mean, they're different sounds as far as the lead singer and the kind of the building of the songs, but the design of them, 4 chords, lyrics, you know what I'm saying? There was still that sound is there with those bands. Stone Temple Pilots stepped out of it. I don't know that I even consider them a grunge band.
Yeah.
Because I never really thought of them as that. But I mean, if you take in the lump of the top 4, the structure of how they put stuff together is the same. Yeah. So.
Well, that kind of one of my points was, when you start clumping bands together, like 80s hair metal, don't call it that. Bands like, say, Skid Row, GNR, they weren't really hair metal. They were more of a harder version.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Of if you didn't really like hair metal, but you weren't really into the Metallica, Megadeth.
Right.
They were that in between.
Yeah.
But they got lumped into hair metal. Bands like Motley Crue, Def Leppard. I mean, they were before there was a hair metal.
Right. Absolutely.
And then Kiss, they always tried just to fit in.
Oh, yeah. That's why we had a disco album from those fuckers.
Yeah. I was made for loving you, baby.
You were... Okay, don't stop. You were made...
And then, of course, in the 90s, they tried to get the grunge look with Revenge,
Right.
But... it's just hard to kind of clump them in, because they're so different from each other. And then that's why I would say maybe things were more transitional, that's like why I said, you had the Poisons and stuff, but then before Nirvana, you had, like I said, the Ugly Kid Joe and Faith No More, which weren't exactly grunge, but weren't exactly, I don't know what you want to call them.
I don't know. Faith No More was so, I mean, if you just look at their big song and, Epic, yeah. It was... it was different.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were trying something different. And I wouldn't consider them a hair metal band, and I wouldn't consider them rap, and I wouldn't consider them metal.
Mm-hmm.
They were just kind of different. But I think that you also have this label for the time. So you had your 80s bands, which was your Poisons and your Rat and your... I'm trying to think of just
Cinderella.
Cinderella, Bang Tango. Those bands that all had the fucking teased out hair, wore all the makeup and all that. Where you have that glamour, it was that glam rock or whatever.
Yeah.
We just can lump them all together now as hair metal.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were all. Yeah, I mean, even Guns N' Roses. If you look at Slash. And you go, yeah, hair metal.
Yeah. Oh, and if you look at Welcome to the Jungle, that video, even Axl had his hair all
absolutely
teamed up.
But I mean, I think grunge is the same thing. I think you had that Seattle sound because Soundgarden came out, Pearl Jam and Nirvana were all that Seattle, coming out of Seattle and that Seattle sound. Because Nirvana was a hit and everybody, all those record companies scrambled to go find all those bands that were all playing with each other up here in Seattle. And it's like, we need to sign them all. Fuck it. We need to sign them all. Chris Cornell, God rest his soul, he pivoted out of that. He used that as his foot in the door. He did his thing with Soundgarden, and then he evolved. You know what I'm saying? And he went on to do probably way better work than... I mean, I know that there's a lot of Soundgarden fans out there, but... I can't tell you a fucking song that they did. To be honest, I never listened to Soundgarden. I didn't listen to Nirvana. A little bit of Nirvana because it was everywhere.
Yeah.
I still think fucking, you heard me say I think Cobain is way overrated as a guitar player and a songwriter. But, the best thing that he did was give us fucking Dave Grohl.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy is just off the charts. But Cornell evolved. Pearl Jam's still out there doing their thing. They're still Pearl Jam, and that's great. I mean, but yeah, there you go. I mean, in not so much of a nutshell, there you go.
Yeah. Like I said, I just didn't know if you thought maybe it was more transitioning or actually Nirvana actually took over, and because I kind of felt like it was just like with 80s metal, it kind of transitioned as Motley Crue and them were coming in because they weren't, they were a little more. Of a rock from 70s rock.
Right.
And then, they started, with Livewire and stuff like that.
Right.
And then it started transforming into the Poisons and stuff. But that's why I thought maybe like the Faith No More, Ugly Kid Joe, they kind of started that whole transformation over to what became grunge rock or grunge.
I think it's a label that they put on it, and that's why you get what you get. But Nirvana's like jerking off in the shower. It starts off fast and furious, and ends just abruptly.
Whoops, we're done.
It's over. I don't know.
And Dave Grohl's like, okay, I'm going to go over to this shower now.
Yeah. One more time. Listen, man, Dave Grohl is amazing. I just, even beyond what he's done musically with Foo Fighters and all the things that he's done, just individual, just the stuff he does outside of the music business is still
well,
amazing.
and I don't, and, obviously, it was tragic that, Kurt Cobain, took his own life, and I don't mean this as a bad. Well,
or
yeah.
Did he?
Hey, that may be something we can talk about at maybe
at a later date.
A later date.
Yeah, maybe so.
Excuse me. But and I don't mean this to sound bad, but is his death maybe the best thing that could have happened to Dave Grohl?
Yeah.
Because would he been able to go out and do what he did?
Yeah, I'm trying to think what he said in the book. I think Dave was actually already working on his own, what turned out to be the Foo Fighters' first album. I believe that he was already kind of tinkering with that, and it was the fact of Kurt dying that kind of pushed him to submit those tapes. Did you know that Tom Petty offered him a spot in the Heartbreakers?
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, even if he wouldn't have been writing, coming out of the gate, he probably would have been a Heartbreaker for all those years too. Yeah. So I think Dave would have survived if Cobain was still alive. He probably would have. It'd probably be a fucking Travis Barker situation.
Oh, okay.
Where it's like, okay, this is my band Nirvana, but I'm also going to work with, Tom Petty on this, or I'm going to work with, Taylor Hawkins on this.
Yeah,
well, Taylor was
studio musician.
Yeah, say it 3 times fast. So yeah, I think there was more to Dave than just Nirvana, but at the same point, I mean, that is an arguable point, man. Would he have kind of just clinched onto that and not done anything else? If you go back, and I goddamn, I wish I could remember the name of his band prior to him joining Nirvana. It was something to do with. Let me see if I can if there's anything in here, if it's anything under his IMDb that would. I can't remember the name of the band that he was in. It was a fucking punk band. He was into punk and shit, and he was with this band for a long time, and was doing his thing, and then of course the bass player left him high and dry. Fucking bass players. But he was stuck in LA when he heard about Cobain looking for. He heard about Nirvana was looking for a drummer.
Okay.
So he actually packed up from there because he had nothing else. I mean, he was sitting there starving, living off of 3 corn dogs for $1 across the street, and he'd have one for breakfast, one for lunch, and one for supper, and that was all he had. But he was there. He didn't want to leave that band because he'd become a family with that band. I'm not sure he ever felt that same way with Cobain. I mean, he has a love for Cobain. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that, but I don't think that he had that brotherhood because Kurt was so secluded and so pulled back. So it's just my opinion from what I've listened to and what I've seen. But damn, I wish I could remember what the name of that band was. It's very interesting. If you don't listen, I'm going to stop talking about Dave Grohl right now. Go listen to his audiobook, Storytellers. It's amazing. Talks about, and I've talked about this a million times. Storytellers, Dave Grohl. Go get it. Go get it on Audible. I've listened to it 4 fucking times. The thing is like 18 hours long.
Wow.
I've listened to it 4 fucking times because it is that good.
Yeah. We may have to change this episode just to music transition, instead of what we were going to talk about.
No, man, let's get into it. I'm excited.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Collectors, thrifters, and savvy shoppers, listen up. Perfectly Picked Games brings you the best board game and toy deals live every week. Join our Whatnot shows on Tuesdays and Fridays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern for limited time auctions you won't find anywhere else. First timer? Use Golden Mojo to take 10% off your first purchase. Fast deals, fun finds, and big savings on Whatnot.
All right. Here we go. Listen, the debut album from this American singer was recorded when she was 14 and 15 and released on June 29th, 1987 by MCA Records. Okay? You got that?
Got it.
You got that?
Got it.
You got that? This studio album by an American singer-songwriter was released August 18th, 1987 by Atlantic Records. Today, Frankie Vegas and Golden J are about to Tiffany versus Debbie.
Yeah.
That's all I got. I don't even know how to get it into it. We're going to do Tiffany's first debut album, which was just called Tiffany, right?
Yes.
And Debbie Gibson's debut album called Out of the Blue, both coming out in 1987. We're about to compare them.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
Let's do it. It was only in my dream.
Which one do you want to start with?
Let's start with Tiffany since I have it.
Since you already
Yeah.
kind of tugging on that one. I don't really know. Let's see. Tiffany started singing at the age of 2 or 4 when her cousin taught her the lyrics to Tanya Tucker's Delta Dawn.
Delta Dawn.
At the age of 9, she started her singing career with her stepfather's permission. She performed Delta Dawn on the trailer bed at a street party in Norwalk, California. The Country Hoedown asked her to perform a special event. She spent time, the group's lead singer. The Country Hoedown asked her to perform at special events and county fairs. She spent time as the group's lead singer after being encouraged by her parents. She toured with country and western bands, getting social gatherings in Newark. At age 11, she became frequently a performer at the school assemblies and parties. At age 12, she met the producer George Tobin. And she recorded demo tapes in Tobin's studio in North Hollywood. She appeared as a junior singer on Star Search with Ed McMahon in 1985. In 1987, she toured with the Jets in regular venues, which received overwhelming response. Okay, a little background on Tiffany.
There we go.
Because she was so fucking young.
Yes.
14 and 15 when she recorded this fucking album.
Yeah.
Now, do you feel like a fucking sickened individual at this point?
Do I?
Yeah.
No.
Because you thought she was hot?
Well, we were the same age.
You were the same age in 87?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
fair enough.
Maybe a year or two different, but still nothing illegal.
How old is she now? She was born in 1971.
Yeah.
She's 53. She is exactly your age, isn't she?
So
You old fucker, you.
Yeah. Well, you're what, like a whole year and a half younger than me?
Yeah, pretty close.
Mhm.
How old am I? I don't even know. Let's just move on.
Okay.
All right, let's get into this. Let's
Okay.
do this thing. I'll give you a couple little hot takes on some of these songs.
All right. So, we'll just go down her song list real quick off her first album. Her first song on the album was Should Have Been Me. I actually enjoyed this song. It's one of the few songs I actually liked off the album.
I didn't think this one was bad, but I got that feeling right out the gate that she was trying to be a fucking rock star, because you got late into the song and she started to sound like fucking Stevie Nicks and
Yeah, that's
and
what
shit
I
like
thought.
that. Yeah, and it's like you don't need to do that grumble growl shit at the very end. But yeah, I didn't mind this one.
Yeah, it was all right. And then the next song was called Danny, which not impressed.
Nah, it was just It was all right. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but it was.
I think they tried to that's like one of her first releases. I don't think it did
just
jack shit.
Feeling of, I just kind of fluttered. This next one I did not like.
Yeah, Spanish Eyes, terrible song.
Yep.
That's about all I can say about it. I didn't care for it at all.
Right.
Any other notes on that?
Nope. I didn't.
Okay. Yeah. So number 4, Feelings of Forever. It was okay. I mean, nothing I would go back and listen to, but I was all right.
I didn't mind this one. It was more of like what I thought she should be doing, with the kind of that feel good, love kind of songs or whatever, for the time. I just I didn't mind this one. Yeah. I don't remember the next one.
Kid on a Corner. It was a teenage girl song, Right. I don't know. I mean, like I said, there are none of these songs that I'm gonna download or anything, go back to really. But
right.
Yeah, I mean, it was a song on the album. That's
right.
About the best I can put it.
It was a filler song.
Yeah.
The last track on the first side type thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's flip it over, and then go to number 6. I Saw Him Standing There, written by John Lennon and Paul McCartney.
Okay, for starters, when you record a cover song, you better fucking do something with it.
Yeah.
And especially if you're going to recover a Beatles song. Mm-hmm. I listened to this. This is the first time I've listened to this album in fucking 25 years. Don't get me wrong. I don't sit around fucking listening to 87 Tiffany. It's not one of my. And I'd always turn it down in the van when I was driving around. Like, I hope nobody knows I'm listening to fucking Tiffany.
I did the same thing.
But I was super disappointed in this. It's like they took this song and were like, we're gonna make it sound like Prince. And the stuff that they did to it was just like, and I don't remember. I mean, this was a hit for her, was it not?
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't remember it sounding so fucking shitty. And I was just really bummed.
A lot of times the radio version can be different from what you hear on the album because they got to cut it down and all that good shit. But
yeah.
That may have been what that was.
It could have been. I just was super disappointed listening back. I'm like, oh, all right, yeah, I remember that this was a big hit, and I'm like, why did we try to be Prince? I understand it was coming off of, what was Purple Rain, 84, something like that. Yeah. And, I know that they're kind of coming off that, and you're building it. It's like, oh, we make it sound like Prince. It'll be a fucking hit. Well, guess what? It was a fucking hit. Congratulations. I'm happy for you, but you might have fucked over a Beatles song.
Yeah.
Man, I know people that get irate over that shit. I watched a guy in a bar one night go up and sit on a chair with his back to the band because they played Tool. And when he was done, he threw the fucking chair at the band and walked out.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
Mike, what are you doing? Anyways.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good for them.
All right, next song, number 7. Johnny Got the Inside Moves. It was okay. Yeah. I mean, nothing, like I said, nothing that grabbed me, but
it was one of those songs. It's like, oh, he must be a football star, whatever.
Like that. Played for the Chiefs.
Oh, I'm flipping you off in case you can't see that.
I can see it. But anyway, number 8, Promises Made. I don't remember this song.
This is the song I was telling you about earlier.
Okay.
I wouldn't want to throw it out there. I owned this album.
Okay.
Back when it came out.
All right.
And it was more for my sister, but I just had it. So as I'm listening back to this, I'm like, huh. The tag in this song is promises made or promises broken. That's the tag.
Yeah.
And that's the hook in this song. I've been saying this for fucking, and I'd be singing it if somebody says something like, promises made or promises broken. And I'm listening to this going, fuck, that's where I got it from.
Ah.
It just has been that fucking worm in my brain for 25 fucking years.
Yeah.
And so it was fun to listen to this. I really like this song. Obviously, it's stuck with me for years, but I really like this song. Although it's not a super hit. It's nothing exciting and fancy. It's just that hook just stuck. And when somebody says, "Oh, promise is made," it's like, "Oh, promise is made, a promise is broken." You know, boom. So there you go. That's what I wanted to tell you.
Yeah, I remembered that after you started singing. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
yeah. But anyway, number 9. I think we're alone. I think we're alone now.
Doesn't seem to be anyone around.
Probably the favorite song off of the album for me.
Yeah. Was this a cover?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Tommy James and the Shandell.
Yeah.
I had to think about that a second and do a little. But yeah. Yeah, this is the best song on this fucking album. I mean, for me, Promises Made is going to be like a really close second, but this is the best song on this album. And once again, her 2 biggest hits on here are fucking cover songs. And, no offense to it at all, but I mean, it's just like you made a 40-minute album and your 2 biggest hits are cover songs. Why don't you just do a whole fucking cover album? I mean, why not go for it?
Might not have been a bad idea.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So.
But yeah, probably my favorite song off the last song on the album was Could Have Been, which was also, it was a massive hit.
Could have been so beautiful. Could have been so right.
Yeah, it's not a bad song.
No, it's a good song.
My problem with the song is I had a girl dedicate it to me after I broke up with her, and
like on U93 or something, or just
no, she called me and played it.
Aww.
Because I wasn't feeling it. I mean, she went to Whitco, come on. What was I thinking?
I did that. I don't know. I got questions. Did she not coddle him right, or what was going on?
No, it wasn't. I don't know.
She butt dog ugly.
No, she wasn't. But it was just like, I don't know what it was. It just started dating, and for about a week, I was like, just it didn't feel right to me. I told her. I mean, we met up, and I told her, look, I'm not feeling it. No offense, I wasn't being a dick, And then she called me a couple days later and said she wanted to play this song for me. And I was like,
she had it for you, man. She wanted you to come back.
Yeah, but no.
Kick that bitch to the curb. See ya. What's she doing now? She's a fucking Victoria's Secret model.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Listen, we want to know. The listeners and Golden J want to know. Your job is to find out what she's up to. Facebook stalk that bitch, man. Get after it. I'm sorry. I shouldn't call her a bitch. She may be a very nice lady. She's probably one of my coworkers.
Yeah. I think her name was like Jennifer.
Jennifer Williams? Oh, Patterson. Yeah, there you
go. No.
All right, Frankie, you ready to move on to the next album?
Yeah, let's move on.
Comparison, side by side, Tiffany versus Debbie Gibson.
Yeah.
We're going to move on to Debbie Gibson's Out of the Blue.
Yeah, hold on, shit.
Made it through. Ooh, ooh, out of the blue. Listen.
Yeah, I gotta get to my song list here. I am so sorry.
All right, so right off the bat, 40 minutes long, released August of 87, by Atlantic Records, which we talked about that earlier in the show. The self-titled track right off the beginning, Out of the Blue, which was a pretty big song for her, if I remember right.
Yeah, the first 4 songs on this album were all hits. They're all...
You know what's fucked up? They released this album in August of 1987, but Only in My Dreams come out in February of 87. They pre-release. Back in the day, they did that a lot.
They did that a lot.
It,
Yeah, they released songs. And,
but that early, that's super early.
Yeah.
For an album that doesn't come out till August. And then they didn't even release the second song until September. So a month later. So why would they do that? Why?
I don't know how the album industry worked and why they thought. I figure you probably know more about that than I do.
Dude, those fucking guys, I don't know shit about those guys. They're dumb sometimes. Anyways, let's get into this.
All right. Side A.
Side A.
Yeah. Song 1, Out of the Blue.
Out of the blue. Dreams come true. Listen.
You know, obviously it's a good song for her, did well. But yeah, I mean, it was okay. It was Debbie Gibson.
Yep.
I mean,
yep, there you go. It was, okay. Next song.
Staying Together, which I didn't really remember it, but it's highlighted in blue, so I'm assuming it must have been.
Let's see what it says. It had a B-side of Red Hot. It doesn't give me. Oh, here we go.
Got to number 22 on the Billboard Top
exactly.
100.
There it is. 22. Which really, whatever. 22. It's there. It didn't really break the top 20. Nobody really gave a shit. It wasn't getting on fucking MTV.
Yeah, it was like the last song that got released off the album.
Right.
So people were probably at that time burnt out on
Exactly.
Debbie Gibson.
Exactly.
They wanted to try to give the album one last push before
because,
they went on to the next thing.
Because this next song has been shoved down their throat 6 months before the fucking album come out.
Yeah. Only in My Dream. Song number 3.
That did reach number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100. So, I don't know, man. Crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
only
like I said,
in my dreams.
it could be.
But only in my dreams.
Yeah. I mean, and you know these songs because if you watched a lot of MTV, they were just high rotation songs, and you just seen them all the time. Even if you weren't even paying attention, you still heard it.
Oh yeah. What was that fucking? What was that? TRL, Total Request Live.
Yeah.
I'm having word problems today. You knew that was in rotation on there.
Yeah,
There's no doubt. But
oh yeah. And then song number 4, Foolish Beat.
Was TRL even around in '87?
I don't know. It may be late '80s. I don't know. It could have been. But I know they had like their stuff like where they did like their top 5 requests at whatever time, like top 5 at 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Foolish Beat.
No, I'm way off. There was no way that'd be on TRL because TRL didn't premiere on MTV till September 14th, 1998.
Yeah. So it's 11 years.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I just happened.
But I knew they still had like a request show or a show where they did like the top request songs of the day. But yeah, Foolish Beat. That was a 1988 release, March of '88.
Right.
And it topped the U.S. Billboard Top 100.
Where'd it hit?
I don't know. It just said top. I'm trying to see.
I got it. I got you, bro. Hold on.
Okay.
Fuck, it went number 1.
Number 1. That's usually what it means when it says 1 to the top. But that was another song that would just jam down your damn throat.
Yeah.
Not
on TRL, though.
Not on TRL, but it was still... It was on heavy radio rotation, MTV rotation. Mm-hmm. It was just
insane.
And then song number 5, last song on side 1, called Red Hot, which just wasn't very memorable to me. I mean,
listen, man, I was listening to this song and I'm like, it's one of those. It's like we bumped these first 4 songs and they've all been released and they were all being played on the air. And whether you remember them or not, you probably have heard them, because if you listen to U93 or you watched MTV or whatever the case may be. This song was not, I don't believe it was released. But it reminded me, did you ever watch Last Man Standing?
Yeah.
Okay. So you remember when Mandy makes those songs, I think her pie rack was one of the songs that she made. My pie rack. And then they make another one about Cupid and Cupid's arrow and all that shit. Yeah. That's what this song reminded me of when I was listening to it. I was like, this could have been one of Mandy's songs on Last Man Standing. It's just that fucking kind of cheesy. You're waiting for the comedy bit to kick in because, waiting for Tim Allen to come on and go into infinity and beyond. Or, just stupid shit. But that's what I got the moment I re-listened to this song, and I was like, holy fuck, there you go. My pie rack. Ba-da-dum-bum-bum-bum.
Hey, you ready to flip the album
I am. Flip it over.
All right,
quit scratching my needle, bitch.
Okay, song number 6, first song on side 2 is Wake Up to Love.
Yeah, wake up to bored with this fucking album already.
yeah, it just was not. I mean, it was Debbie Gibson, but I just wasn't a hit or anything like that. But it was nothing I got into.
No.
Okay. All right, so we're going to move on to song number 7, which kind of more upbeat, was all right. Shake Your Love.
Shake Your Love. You just might shake
your love.
Shake Your Love. It only reached number 4.
Yeah.
How did the other one get to number 1, but this one only got to number 4? I thought this was a bigger hit.
I did too. I would have thought that too. But
absolutely.
Maybe because it's the one we like, so your Debbie Gibson fan didn't,
I could very well
the rock guys like that. Screw that.
Fuckers.
Okay, number 8. Fallen Angel.
Win big, Mama's Fallen Angel.
Oh,
that's not the right
album.
one, is it?
No.
God damn it.
No, this isn't Open Up and Say Ah. Damn it.
Although Debbie Gibson, Open Up and Say Ah.
Open Up, Say Ah. No. I seen the title and I'm like, Fallen Angel. I do like a song by that name. This was not that song, and I did not care for it.
It's funny, though, that both of our minds went there the moment you said Fallen Angel. Love that song by Poison.
Yes.
This one was like, unmemorable. Sorry, Debbie Gibson.
Sorry.
Unmemorable.
So song number 9, Play the Field. Very unmemorable to me.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say about it.
No, there's nothing to say about it at all.
So we'll go to the last song of the album,
Yep.
called Between the Lines. It's okay.
Was that a song about cocaine?
Maybe. Had to do something to keep you awake for the album.
Oh my God! Listen, Debbie Gibson had actually a relatively really good career.
Yeah.
And I know we're kind of dissing a little bit on her, but I mean, she did things that we didn't do. She had hit songs, number 1 songs. To me, though, this album was one and done. I listened to it one time.
Yeah.
And to me, the whole thing sounded like they could almost be one fucking continuous song through the whole thing.
Yeah.
With some slow down parts and some upbeat parts, and it could be one fucking song because her for me, her vocal always sounded the same in every fucking song. I like a little bit of range, especially when you drop down to some of these slower songs.
Yeah.
But she kept that high voice. She didn't give you any range. It's like, here's my vocal. This is where I'm going with it, and this is how it's going to be. So that's my thoughts on this album. Congratulations to her. I mean, I don't want to take anything away from her. She had 5 top 10 hits.
Yeah.
Top.
4 top 10, one almost.
Yeah, one almost
top
a top 20. Yeah. So I mean, you got to hand it to her. She pulled a really good album with some songs on it. But
yeah, then she did, with her next album, Electric Youth, and she still pulled off some hits.
Mm-hmm.
So she was definitely, I would say, more successful than Tiffany.
Absolutely.
In the end.
Yeah. Because I don't think when Tiffany's what was Tiffany's second album? Do we know?
I'd have to look.
I'm going to see if it's written right here. Hold an Old Friend's Hand come out in 1988. Just want to do a quick look over that. Just to see if there's anything that came. No, all this time, Oh Jackie, Hold an Old Friend's Hand, and Radio Romance is the only ones that are highlighted.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing there that, Yeah, so, I mean, if you take it in that aspect, I think Debbie Gibson was way more successful than Tiffany was.
Yeah.
For me, Frankie, as
Yeah.
we compare the two albums, and we're just going to compare the debut albums, the 1987 debut albums.
Yes.
Debbie may have had more hits, but I think I like the Tiffany album better.
Yeah, I think the Tiffany album, it didn't feel like, and like I said, I'm not, you know more about the producing about. I don't feel that it was produced as good as Debbie Gibson.
I can get that.
You know, that's the way I felt about it. But I probably could listen to the Tiffany album more than I could the Debbie Gibson album if I had to pick. Just because there are some songs that I do really like on there.
Right.
But yeah, as a success thing, you got to go Debbie Gibson. On a personal level,
Yeah,
with Tiffany.
Yeah.
You know, Tiffany did something that was pretty. What's the word I'm looking for? That hadn't been done. She did her tour in malls.
Let's go to the mall
today. Yeah, and I think that probably Robin Sparkle, that character, was probably based on Tiffany.
Absolutely, there's no doubt in my mind that.
And Robin Sparkle was on How I Met Your Mother.
Yep. For those of you who hate How I Met Your Mother, you're missing something good.
Yeah.
Sand castles in the sand. Oh yeah, it's a great show. I love that show.
Yeah, it's a good show.
Yeah. So,
but it had a very stupid ending. But
well, yeah. You want the glass to break? Ted's the villain in the entire show.
Oh yeah,
he's the asshole all the way through.
Oh, I don't know if I'd say villain. He's just kind of a dumbass. You thought it was going to be Barney, but
no, Barney turns out to be the good guy.
Yeah.
You are the love of my life. Everything that's mine is now yours.
That's right.
Yeah. Go get him, Barney.
Talking about his talking to his daughter.
That's right.
But Debbie Gibson probably got to be way more successful. Tiffany, I'm sure she's doing fine, but they still pop up doing little concerts and stuff and do good.
I mean, and I don't know, are they friends or?
I don't know. That's a good question.
There was a TV program. Was there a TV program called Debbie Gibson vs. Tiffany?
Oh, no clue.
I thought that's what.
Maybe a celebrity death match. I don't know.
I don't know either. It just says TV program under this thing.
Oh, I don't know.
I've got Debbie Gibson and Tiffany in their rivalry. So I mean,
I'm sure there's like some documentaries out there or something.
Oh God! Well, you can't come out the same year, and be the same age for the most part.
Yeah.
And not be in that comparison. They will always, forever be linked together.
Yes.
I mean, there's just no getting around it. It is what it is. But, yeah. So, I don't know. For me, it's more Tiffany than Debbie Gibson. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I don't hate on Debbie Gibson. I'm glad she had the career she had. I mean, I'm super happy that she had all those hits. Mm-hmm. But for me, I was just more into the Tiffany style or whatever.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
I mean, let us know what you think at goldenimage80s@gmail.com.
That's right. Get on it. Send Frankie an email. He gets lonely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the same thing to do with the Golden Tug. That's their issue.
The Golden Tug? You mean the Nostalgia Tug?
The Nostalgia Tug, Golden Tug. Sorry, I had golden in my head. Sorry about that.
Hey, they should be called the Golden Tug.
Mm-hmm. They should be called something.
Oh, no, man.
I kid.
Uh-huh. We hear you. He kids, but he's serious, people.
I love those guys.
I love that dog. I think it's a pig.
I love you, brother.
Oh, here we go. We're going to adopt this now.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, if you got about an hour and a half to kill, throw on both albums.
They're not, believe me, they're not long. They're only about 40 minutes a piece.
Yeah, 40 minutes, yeah.
And well, you might go back and listen to the Tiffany one again, but, You'll only get Debbie Gibson once. Trust me.
Unless you're a Debbie Gibson person, you know.
Are you? Are you a Debbie Gibson person?
But yeah. But if you listen, you know, drop us a line. Let us know what you thought and your opinion, and
absolutely. You
know, maybe we'll revisit and discuss what other people think, and
maybe we can. We can.
And we do that on any episode, you know.
We will. We would. We can. We will. Just hit us up.
All right.
TheGoldenImage80s@gmail.com.
All right, you ready to get out of here?
I am. Let's get out.
All right, let's get on.
Listen, everybody, thank you for listening to the Golden 80s. Me and Frankie really appreciate you taking the time out of your day and doing this with us. Remember to go check out the GoldenMojoENT.com for all of your 80s, Golden 80s merch. And today I spent a lot of day thinking about merch, and I'm hoping to get some more stuff rolling for all of the podcasts in the Golden Mojo Empire, which you can learn all about at GoldenMojoENT.com. Also, you can go see our faces, full video. Frankie still wears pants during the show, so don't worry about that.
Yep.
But you go to Ko-fi.com/GoldenMojoENT, where you can sign up for the Golden membership for just $10 a month, and you get all the videos from the Tug, from the 80s, from MurdNerds, and that's pretty much it right now. But, I mean, you're getting weekly content, sometimes twice a week.
Yeah.
So, there you go. Go check it out, Ko-fi.com/GoldenMojoENT.
Yes.
And as always, send us an email, thegoldenimage80s@gmail.com. Let us know what you think of the episode. Let us know which album you preferred. Frankie's is in the need to know.
Yeah.
So hook him up. All right, guys. Until next week, hasta la vista, baby.
See ya.
Thank you for listening to the Golden 80s podcast. Check us out at GoldenMojoENT.com, where you can find out about our great merchandise and a little bit about Frankie and Golden J. Also, at GoldenMojoENT.com, you can find out about all the other podcasts in the Golden Mojo Entertainment network of podcasts, like
the United States of Paranormal, Indiana Chiefs fans, the Gridiron Kingz, MurdNerds, the Nostalgia Tug, Real Terror, and the Puck Yeah Podcast. But you can still find Golden Image Podcast, A Quart of Books and Booze, and the Call Guys wherever you stream your favorite podcast. And if you have a story that you would like us to cover, just let us know at thegoldenimage80s@gmail.com. Please like, rate, and subscribe wherever you listen.